Never know when this thing is actually live. I'm just going to say that it is, and I'll say welcome to Direct Mail Monday, October 4th, 2021. Steve Sipress here, and this recently arrived in my mailbox from where I get the materials that I use on almost every Direct Mail Monday video going back for years, where I help you to learn how to do better advertising, marketing, and sales so you can make more money in your business, at least bring in more top line revenue. I can't help you if you have problems with how you invest it or spend it or waste it, so there's nothing left at the end. But I can absolutely help you bring in more of it on the top line. So this is a well done, oversized postcard I received from a local, I don't know if that's I guess a financial planning firm, RJP Estate Planning, with a free workshop where I'm going to learn all about how to avoid probate and preserve my assets and my legacy. And then in red, they tell me it's urgent, time sensitive, because it's a workshop that I assume is coming up soon, and that's why it's urgent. So I flip it over, and sure enough, it's coming up soon, October, whatever. And so a couple other things before I go to that, just want to point out, reservations are required. Of course, when you do one of these, the restaurant is usually, of course, giving you the space for free based on you ordering a certain minimum number of meals. But the space is, of course, by definition, limited. It's physical space. So you might be able to have, in this case, it says married couples should plan to attend together. So usually going for couples here. So let's say you have 10 or 15 at the most couples, 20, 30 people in a room. Plus you need room for the screen, the projector, the few assistants you'll have there, helping people out, taking names. The waiters and waitresses have to walk around doing the serving, and someone's got to give the presentation. So you need a decent sized space there. Which again, the restaurant or the country club or wherever you're hosting these, almost always going to give you the space for free. You're going to commit to a minimum number of meals you're going to order, and that's why you want reservations required. You don't just want to say the day of, gee, I don't know how many people are coming. You want to have an idea. Not everyone who RSVPs to a free event, as anyone knows, if you've hosted free events, not everyone who signs up attends. That's a whole, I can get into more of that. You can go to helpfromsteve.com, get a personal call with me. I'll help you out with that follow-up. Just booking them in to attend is just the beginning of the work you need to do to get them to show up. I got to do all kinds of follow-up and reminders and all that kind of stuff. But you get them to show up, but you want to have that great idea really of who's coming. And if you really have a great response, you need to be able to cut it off and say, sorry, we're full, but we're having another one on such a day. I can put you in for that one. So reservations required. And under there is what's known as the weasel clause, the language where everything is great here. Hey, it's free. And why, what it's all about. Oops, here's all the stuff you're going to learn. Here's what it's all about. Here's where it is. But then the weasel clause is, cannot be mixed with any other offer and all that kind of stuff. So here, the weasel clause, sorry, it's on the other side. The weasel clause is interesting. If you're unable to attend, please call to set up a free one-on-one consultation instead. So they're hoping that if someone can attend, and when you do your follow-up, it's done hopefully through multi-step, multimedia, so not just some emails and text messages, but actual phone calls, actually following up so that if someone says, oh yeah, gee, I can't make it, well, you're still interested in finding out, learning how to avoid probate and preserve your legacy and your assets, and you want to learn all these different things. Let's set up a free one-on-one consultation in my office, blah, blah, blah. So you're asking people if they, please, if you can't attend, to set up that consultation. And then they say, this is interesting and this is appropriate maybe locally here and not a lot of other places, but full-time Arizona residency, not a requirement to use our services. So that is a nod, especially this time of year, to what are known here as the snowbirds. People that come down here, maybe they have dual residence, maybe they just come and rent a place. Maybe they come for a month or two. Sometimes they stay the whole season, but they're pretty much coming down now, October, November, maybe some wait till December, and some again that only come for a month or two, wait till after the holidays and come in January. But for about a few months here is the prime season for people to come down back home if they've spent the summer up north where they're from. If they're from the Midwest or somewhere up north, they spend the summers up there. They come down back down here for the winter. But this says even if you're living full time in Michigan, Indiana, Chicago, wherever, and you come down here for a few months, we can still help you out with this stuff. So it's very important if you're in that kind of a seasonal area where you have seasonal visitors, if you can help them when they're out of state. So it's important they put that there. Oops. And another one is that I wanted to bring up is, oh yeah, married couples should plan to attend together. So whenever you're doing any kind of a sales presentation for anything substantial, if you're selling a stick of gum or some groceries, obviously, hopefully, not likely, you need, both spouses there. But if you're selling anything of some significance, some kind of investment, real estate, timeshare, legal services, in this case, financial services, something where you really want the couple there. You do not want to have an entire hour, an hour and a half, 45-minute presentation about all this stuff about living trusts, and then think that one spouse is going to go home with your brochure and whatever notes they took, if they took any, and somehow explain all of that to their spouse, and they're going to get all excited about it and want to come into your office. And they're going to trust you from having never met you, never been there. So, of course, you want to get the couple there. So you tell them straight out. You'll tell them that again when they go to this website or they call this number. You'll say again, if you're married, need to have both there. If not, let's set up a one-on-one appointment. And if they call and say, one of us can't make it, then reschedule, book you in. Again, you want to do everything you can to make sure the couple's there. And then the last weasel clause thing there says new clients only. And they go into a little more detail here in the red. And they say, look, if you're our current client or if you have a trust of any kind, this seminar is not for you. In other words, this is the basics of why you should have a trust. If you already have one, well, then just call us up. We'll give you a complimentary trust review. So you're not buying dinners for current clients. I mean, you can, really, if they say like, well, but you're buying a dinner for strangers and not for me. I've been a client for years. Fine. I'll send them $100, dinner thing. I'll take them to dinner, lunch, whatever I got to do, of course. But, hopefully you're making it clear when you have a new prospect offer. This is one thing that stops businesses from doing advertising and marketing with irresistible offers. By the way, it comes up to me all the time because this is what I help people do, business owners, for decades, is they say, yeah, but that's such an incredible offer. What if my current customers or clients want it? That's going to be a problem. So you just explain right out, this is not for you, but we'll do a complimentary review in the office. And if they complain like, yeah, but, I want to get the free dinner, fine. We'll have it in the evening and I'll buy you dinner, or we'll have it at lunchtime, I'll buy you lunch, or whatever. Like, please don't lose a client over doing this kind of a smart outreach to new prospects, right? But make it very clear to them that was especially if they came in that way, well, that's how you became a client. We bought you that dinner. But anyway, however, let me bring you to the final thing about this. No, the new clients, I covered that. Okay, so the last thing, the point I wanted to cover here, when I said good enough is good enough. So I say that all the time. My number one mentor in all of effective advertising, marketing, and sales, Dan Kennedy, is very fond of the saying, good enough is good enough. However, I get pushback on that one as well. People say, like, what are you talking about? Good enough is not good enough. If I don't fix the leak perfectly, I got to come back, or they won't pay me. Or if I don't, God forbid, you have a lawyer, hey, if I just do good enough on the case, but I lose the case and I'm a lawyer, or I'm a pilot and I skid off the runway into the lake, but it was good enough. Like, no, I'm not talking about in the deliverable, in the actual doing of your business. That you want to do it well enough. Sometimes good enough is okay. Depends on who your clients are and what they're paying. But that one is not the same. Whatever decision you make there of your deliverable is different than with your marketing. With your marketing, get it out there. Don't wait till it's perfect. Don't pussyfoot and wonder and hem and haw and go, I don't know, should this be, blue and red? Should it be purple and red? Should it be black and blue? Should this be over to the right? Should I move this here? Should I have, two options or three options of when to come? Should I say married couples should plan to attend together? Should I say married couples must plan to attend together? Should I say married couples must attend together? Whatever. Get it good enough. Get it out there. Here is a prime example. Look at the dates of the seminar. I have a choice. Tuesday, October 19th. I see today is Monday the 4th, so tomorrow's Tuesday the 5th. 2 weeks later, Tuesday the 19th. If not, I can go on Thursday the 20th. Wait a minute. Tuesday the 19th. Now, see, these dates haven't occurred yet. But if past is any indicator of the future, I don't think that a Tuesday and a Thursday are one day apart. So my guess is one of those is correct. And I know that Tuesday, October 19th, that's a correct date, but do they actually mean October 20th, which would mean Wednesday? Or do they mean Thursday, which would be October 21st? I don't know. And so when I put in the title of this video, sometimes a mistake, like in this case, I believe can be a good thing because it will lead to a call or an email, some kind of a contact. If I can't make it on Tuesday the 19th, or I just don't want to, maybe, it's, I don't know, certainly, I don't know what, dancing with the network, keeping up with the America's Greatest Stars of the Idol show or whatever's on TV that night, or the hidden mask voice of the whatever, or now that it's a baseball playoff season, maybe your favorite team is in the playoffs that night. I don't know. I don't know if they mean the 20th or they mean Thursday. Can't be both. So I'm going to call. Now, if somebody calls, it's great. That's what you want. That's great. Now they're calling up, and not only are they registering, but now they have a chance to talk to you. Hey, my name is Mary. My name is Joe. By the way, I'm going to be there. Look for me. I'm the bald guy with the glasses and the stupid Hawaiian shirt. Although, of course, I wouldn't wear a stupid Hawaiian shirt to a dinner like this. Blah, blah, blah. You get to build a little relationship, talk to them, ask some questions, tell me so we can, because, they have kind of a set presentation, but they like to tailor it to who's there. So tell me a little about your situation. Blah, blah, blah. Are you retired? Are you looking to retire? Blah, blah, blah. So you can really lock them in if you get them to call. So this could have been done on purpose as a neat trick, is what I'm suggesting, to get people to call and go, hey, which is it? Is it the 20th or is it Thursday? It can't be both. What's the deal? What's wrong with you? I don't think it's going to get calls like, gee, if you got that date wrong, you'll probably screw up on my trust too and lose my life savings. I don't think that's going to be the response. It is possible, right? So you got to be careful. If you're in a field where, like handling somebody else's money, where the details absolutely matter, yeah, this might, that's why I think it's an honest mistake. It might not be a smart thing to actually want this kind of mistake out there, so people question your attention to detail, and you're going to take my couple of $1 million of my life savings, and maybe you, deposited it in the wrong account, that's not mine, or bought the wrong stock, it was only one letter difference, I lost my money, or whatever. So, but in this case, it can be a good thing. I don't know this RJP, I don't know who they are, but if I would ask them, if you're watching this and you're out there, I'd love to know how this worked. Did this get you more calls? Whether they were just to ask questions, but they ended up being their calls. You can book them to this workshop, a one-on-one consultation, a future workshop. You can just find them and disqualify them, also a great thing. Again, the room is limited seating, and you've got to spring for $80 or $100 per couple that shows up. Like, you want to be screening and weeding some people out. Better that they call than instead of just going to a website and saying I'm in, and then becoming what's known in the industry as the plate lickers. The plate lickers. If you've ever done any of these lunch and learn, dine and dinner and dine, or whatever you call it, I forget, even it's been a while. If you ever done one of these, the plate lickers. They go to one of these every night, get a different free dinner in a different place, go to a different seminar every night, yes, you to death. Yeah, fill out your forms, but then they do never book in a follow-up appointment to come to your office for whatever. And they also eat everything in the place. They eat every breadstick. They order seconds of everything. They drink the bottomless whatever of whatever drinks are put out, and they lick that plate clean. They eat every morsel of everything they can because that's really the reason they're there. So you want to weed those people out if you can. Anyway, so if you are agonizing over having everything perfect in your marketing, that's the main reason I wanted to show this. They're not agonizing. They just got it out there, right? Maybe they rushed it. Maybe they did it on purpose, but I'll bet they make money. I'm guessing that they will have enough people there with these 2 nights at this workshop. And if you can't talk in a presentation for 45 minutes about why people should use your product or service, then you're in the wrong business. So I'm pretty sure they can put together a great presentation. They can book the appointments, and then from the appointment, I'm pretty sure they're great about explaining what they do and weeding some people out, bringing some others on. They'll get a few clients from here. Clients are likely, one client likely pays for the whole thing. So as soon as they get a second, a third, and a fourth one, that's all gravy. See what I did there? Free dinner, gravy. All right, that's it for Direct Mail Monday. Good enough. It's good enough. Should be the same for you. And if you want more help with direct mail or any other means of advertising, marketing, or sales to bring in top-line revenue to your business, go to helpfromsteve.com. It links over to my personal calendar. You pick a time, we do a brief call, and I can help you out. If you need more help, I point you to some resources, or maybe I refer you to somebody, or whatever I can do to help you out. I only do 6 of those calls every week. So helpfromsteve.com if you want more help. And absolutely going to get more help if you're back here again tomorrow on Topical Tuesday, where I pull something out of the news. I talk about that topic, and I usually teach a business lesson of it as well, because I love helping small business owners and entrepreneurs have more fun and make more money. And that'll be it for today. I'll catch you tomorrow. Over and out.